service look to them, and how does it appear? How does it manifest itself?
Yeah, so it's our sales model is a B2B model, right?
Yep.
So when we approach a web or an e-commerce company, we still have the Tata branding around it. So it's still our CDN platform. So
Yep.
Instart kind of sits behind,
Yeah.
and then we have a revenue share arrangement with Instart. That's how it works.
So they don't actually see the brand Instart at all. They just see better performance in video services. And
Absolutely, and that's why we're able to show that even if you put it on top of our CDN,
Yep.
it shows a different performance because it's web content.
good. All right, so it's better web content. We both established that. Let's talk about the limited time we have. The deal-making process. I want to know how did it go? How quick was it? How did you guys first engage as a company? Anybody want to take a crack? Yeah.
Sure. So we obviously met through common friends in the telco industry and a couple of common investor partners that
In India, I imagine, or
in North America,
North America?
actually.
Okay.
Yes, and that was last year in August, where we went ahead and we presented to a quorum of a few different telcos. Tata Communications obviously was one of them, and we shared a couple of use cases that we currently have with Telstra and a few other partners in this space. That led to being introduced to the business unit owner who's focused on the digital transformation for consumer retail business.
Yeah.
One thing led to another. We did a proof of concept. Next thing you know, we're doing the go-to-market.
So your case is a situation of you had the reference examples already, so you just had to explain the value proposition, and those reference cases made you credible.
We did have a reference case. Of course, we're a relatively small size and scale company, so our go-to-market is not 100% all telco. But yes, a reference case was good enough where Tata understood that there was value in us collaborating together.
And Kur, about how long did it take to make that engagement work?
So we started back in August, as Samra said, and I think by March we launched it. And in fact, the good part was while we were discussing POC, etc., we were already talking to customers.
Yeah.
And we signed our first customer in March before we even signed the contract. So that's how the whole engagement went.
So also a 7 to 8 month process, but it's still on the short end of the overall time frame.
Exactly.
Pretty good, okay. And is Tata, are you guys, do you consider yourself skilled and able to, are you a quick integrator, or is this particularly a good fit?
So it depends, because if it's a fundamental technology around security or network that we want to integrate the backend, it obviously takes time.
Yeah.
But something like Instart, last year we talked about our partnership on Caspi as well. I think some of them starts with, it fits in with our requirement, it fits in with the customer proposition, let's go and launch, get some customer success,
Yeah.
and then look at integrating it with the backend. That's normally the strategy we follow.
That's good. Sarah, last question is I want to ask everybody the final question. Any advice for somebody coming along later? Now you've got Telstra, you're with Tata. What about somebody who hasn't got any carrier deals yet? What advice would you give?
Be patient. But besides that, I think there's a couple of advantages and, obviously challenges with working with telcos. The advantages are you go and you work with a big brand like Tata Communications or any other telco which has, market presence, brand awareness, as well as reach. If you do make the partnership and, you have agreed to a business plan and go-to-market strategy, the type of reach that we get and the type of credibility that we get with partnering with somebody like Tata or any telco in the space is humongous for the type of leverage that any company that is pre-IPO, whether early stage or late stage startup, can be amazing. So I think, of course, that's obviously the upside in terms of the learnings. On the other hand, the challenge is that as a Silicon Valley startup, we're used to moving at a very different pace. 9 months, maybe a short time window for telco.
It is.
For us, it's a pretty long time. And my boss every 30 days was asking me, when is this happening? When is this happening, right? So you have to make sure that if you are going to invest in a relationship within a telco partner, that you have a business sponsor, which we did in this particular case.
Yeah.
And, the technology is easy to integrate, because if it's a long-term deployment model or investment, then it may take much longer than 9 months to go to market. So I think those are the two key points.
And just one thing I want to add is for our innovation venturing teams here is that I think one thing we found working well is that while I think we're having the business teams engaged at an operational level,
Yeah.
we need to make sure that someone and we were constantly on a call. Right? So we need to keep that executive touch and make sure things keep moving faster.
Shepherding is along, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Good advice. Thank you very much, Samar and Ankur. Thank you.